How's it going, guys? Alex here. Welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video, and today I have something a little different, but before I do get into it, I just want to quickly plug one of my videos. Basically, I did some multi-summons on this particular banner, and if you haven't summoned already, if you're not familiar with this, because I thought this was actually going to come out tomorrow, but it turns out that it came out today, and basically the first 3 multi-summons are going to cost you 30 stones, and those first 3 will give you an SSR. So it's a guaranteed SSR, 30 stones. So if you want to do just, the 3 guaranteed SSR summons, it will cost you a total of 90 stones, which is awesome. And of course, you can get Dokkan Goku, Pycon, all these great units. And the other good thing about this is that they are the only 5S. Like, these guys are legit the only SSRs in this banner. So it's a great thing. Nothing to complain about. You legit have 4 SSRs. So you have Pycon, Goku, Frieza, and Cell, which means that you have a high chance of getting all 4. And I don't want to spoil anything, but definitely go ahead and check that out. Some awesome pulls there. But basically, in today's video, we have the weighted headgear, which, in fact, I'm going to quickly go back to the summon screen. The weighted headgear, which is the thing that Pycon wears on his head, of course, actually gives you a ton of XP, and you can get these from either summoning on this particular banner, which I wouldn't recommend. I would just do the first 3, and then just move on and farm them from there. And then, of course, once you've done that, you can just save them for whenever you maybe get a legendary rare, because the amount of XP that these items provide is absolutely insane. And I'm actually going to go ahead and just completely max out my Gohan now. So he needs a total of... okay, maybe I should have used it at a different time. But the point is, this is going to just completely max him out. And the thing about these items in particular is that it's so rare to just come by items that give that much XP. You take a look at this one, and it gives around 150,000. You take a look at the turtle shell, it gives 450,000. So the weighted headgear is legit giving you like almost double that. Okay, more than double actually. And of course you have the candy canes, which give around the same amount. And keep in mind that you get more XP when you use it of the same type. So big difference here. This one gives you 1 million. Whereas this one is going to give you 1.5. So it's actually more than it states. Of course, because of the typing. Now, I believe that when they are talking about the XP boost that it actually gives, it always just gives you the neutral number, essentially. But it gives you, essentially, it's giving you 1.5 million when you're using it on the right type. Finally, max this man out. And, of course, I just need to get a super attack to 20. Wouldn't that be nice? So the point is, you know what's grab a unit like Gohan real quick, just to show off how much this item actually gives, and we don't need to put any follow there. So if I quickly grab this, 66, and then of course when you take into account the training items, maxes them out completely. So let's move on to the event, and here's the thing, it's either going to drop the Pycon medals to awaken Super Kaikon Goku, or of course Pycon himself, or it can drop the weighted headgear, and it only drops 1, which is a bit of a shame. I definitely feel like it is a fair trade in a way, so definitely going to try to see if we can get a few, and I actually need a few Pycon medals. So the first stage, if you're not familiar with it already, you take on Cell, King Cold, and Frieza, which isn't necessarily too hard, and then after that, you go ahead and take on Pycon, which is an STR type, so it shouldn't be that hard at all. To be fair, this entire event has just been a massive surprise to me, because I thought that there would be multiple stages, and unfortunately that in Super Saiyan Goku is not like Goku Jr., and that was what I was expecting him to be like. I'm definitely going to be trying him out on my in team just to see how good he is, of course. I mean, free super attack 10. I believe he gets an 80% attack boost as well. I can't recall, but still a nice free unit nonetheless. It's a shame that he isn't like Goku Jr. because he would have been an absolute beast. But I suppose it kind of makes sense, because I found it a bit weird that he wasn't in type, because you would expect, the similar units to Goku Jr. would be of a different type. But I believe the chance to get the training item has to be at least 25% or so. It's definitely lower than the medals. It could be 50-50, but I definitely think the chance to get the medals is higher, because if it was 50-50, I think it would be like way too overpowered in a way, because if you could like get that training item every single run, for one, I think it would actually annoy quite a lot of people, because they, of course, are trying to farm the Pycon medals to awaken the Super Kaikon Gokus and such. And another thing is that it would be way too overpowered, and one of the reasons why is just because of how much that actually give to all your units. And as you saw there, We unfortunately did not get a training item, but going to do it at least 2 more times, just so you guys have a better understanding of the drop rate. And like I said, I'd imagine that the drop rate, maybe 50-50 was a bit too unfair. I think it must be at least maybe 70% to 30%. I think I actually like to switch between teams, and one thing that I would like to know, if you are grinding, do you tend to do the same thing, or do you just run the exact same team every single time? Because I tend to switch between my teams just to mix things up a little, but that's just me personally. But yeah, definitely let me know. That's actually a question I've been meaning to ask some of you guys. Like, what do you do when you're grinding? Because some of the grinds on this game are just absolutely insane. I do like that the game is keeping me busy, but when it comes to some of the grinds in this game, I definitely do like to switch it up a little just so that I can, you know, keep it fresh, basically. And of course, it didn't take him out, but here we go. And damn, I still need to get this man super attack 20, but we are so close. Managed to get the Kai from the coin event, or the new GT stage is just absolutely terrible for those coins. The best stage for that is the first one, and you can get a total of 400 coins per run, if I'm not mistaken. That's if you get very lucky with, you know, the ones and such. But I believe that the other one is actually better because it consistently drops around 500. I mean, it's not too bad, but I did buy one of the Kais. I don't know if I'm going to do another grind for the second Kai. I may consider it, but to be honest, I may do the gems instead, just because, I don't know, in my opinion, I think it's just easier and you're ranking up at the same time, but we'll see. So let's see what Vegito can do here. Okay, that's one. Can we get another one in? Okay, no crits, but it's fine. So yeah, when it comes to taking them out, it honestly shouldn't be too hard, even if you don't have that great of a team. And I definitely feel like you should summon for these guys, just because, not like, especially the free-to-play players, just because they are great units, and this is a guaranteed SSR summon, you have to keep that in mind. Frieza's a solid unit, Cell's okay, he's probably the worst one there, just because he does have that nuke type passive. Kaiken Goku's really good as well. He has an incredible link set, hits hard. You have Pycon with a farmable super attack. He greatly lowers attack. He gets a pretty decent attack boost as well. He has prepared for battle, so he's going to be fitting pretty well on your STR team. But going to be running this event one last time, and then going to finish things off here. And if I'm not mistaken, I can actually go ahead and awaken my other Goku now that I've maxed him. We'll see. But, oh wait, I needed the medals. Yeah, that's why I was doing this event in particular, because for one, I wanted the medals and the training items. But so far, in 2 runs, it hasn't dropped any, so if I get an update from anyone knowing what the drop rates actually are for the training items, I will definitely leave it in the comment section down below, just so you guys know, of course. But it should be relatively decent. I think I managed to get like 3 or 4 training items from this in around 13 runs or so, maybe a bit more. So the drop rate isn't terrible. Of course, it's all RNG. You could get extremely, well, depending on what you want, you can get extremely lucky or unlucky and go on a streak of getting those training items. I believe I got one, I got the medals, and then I got one again. So I mean, it just varies every single time, which is fair enough, because that is what the game is mostly made of, RNG. And this is going to be our last run. Going to awaken the Goku, and then we are going to leave. Okay, and we should be able to take him out here without any problems. And like I said before, I would definitely recommend trying to get as many of these training items as you can. If that stamina is sitting there and you aren't doing anything, just go ahead and, you know, farm these items. And reason why is because of how much XP they provide, of course. And you never know when you may pull something that you will need to level up in the future that requires a ton of XP, and you just don't have the training items for it. And stuff like this definitely makes it a lot easier. It's a shame that the History of Trunks event is not here, because his event has those stages where you can, of course, farm the 2x gravity chamber arenas or training areas. So okay, but it's his time to awaken the Goku, and I believe he is at max super attack. He is. And here we go. These are the items, or they're medals that we need. And he still causes extreme damage. He does get an 80% attack boost. He raises his own attack for 3 turns. Definitely curious to see how well this guy performs. I may actually show him off later today. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Let me know if you found this video useful. And if you did, just let me know, I suppose. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day as always. And I will see you all in the next one.